Witchwood Grizzly, 5 mana, 3/12 taunt. Battlecry, lose 1 health for each card in your opponent's hand. Now, when they say lose 1 health, do they lose 1 max health? Because when you look at Injured Bloodmaster, I wonder if they actually talk about this. Injured Blade Master says deal 4 damage to itself. Now, when they say lose a health, is it just damage? I don't think it's that relevant, but it's kind of relevant too, because it can get healed, right? What does it mean by lose 1 health? It just means take damage, right? Or does it mean lose 1 max health? Did they explain? I want to know, because for priest it'll be pretty relevant. Blizzard, this text is confusing me. Like, the way it's phrased doesn't seem normal. Like, it seems a bit different. So I don't know if it's max health or regular health. Did Blizzard answer that? That's a Saturday. No one's at Blizzard working. Because I feel like if it's regular take damage, they would say like deal damage or take damage. There's like lose a health. No official answer yet. Yikes. I don't think it. I think it does matter, but no way to find out until Blizzard gives an official answer, because I think it can go either way right now. Just gonna ahead and it looks pretty strong. Like, if you're against an aggro deck, generally they regurgitate every single card. What's the least amount of value this can get? If your opponent is holding max, it's a 5 mana 3/2 taunt. But at what point would you play a 5 mana taunt with 3 attack? Would you play a 5 mana 3/5? No, definitely not. Would you play 5 mana 3/6 taunt? No, definitely not. Would you play a 5 mana 3/7 taunt? No, probably still not. Would you play a 5 mana 3/8 taunt? Ooh. See, at 3/8 it becomes kind of interesting. I would play. What's that? Cherry Blossom, Ancient Blossom. That's a 6 mana 3/8, right?
Is disguised toast here?
Against an aggro deck that vomits their hand, this is pretty nuts. I think at 5 mana 3/8, it's still like not that it's good. But in constructed cards that are good isn't enough. You need cards that are OP. At 5 mana 3/9, I'll play it. At 5 mana 3/8, I would like it. At 5 mana 3/7, I'm like, yeah. So of course we have some synergy here. Witching Hour. Summon a random friendly beast that died this game. Seems like there's a lot of synergy with what we just saw. Three mana 3/12 taunt. Would you play a 3 mana 3/12 taunt? It depends on how much more beasts we see. Because this is a random beast, you're not discovering anything, right? So if you want to pull off this combo, you should have more beasts. Or maybe you just don't and have this beast and this card. Because 3 mana 3/12 taunt is pretty strong. Is there any other big ass beast that's playable? Because I think the Grizzly is playable. You don't want to dilute your res pool though. Oh, this is why you start playing Hex. Because if you Hex a Druid and you give them a dead frog, instead of resing a 3/12 taunt, he reses an 0/1 taunt. Oh. Hadronox. Grizzly taunt and Hadronox. Toxmonger. Oh, this card. 4 mana 2/4. Whenever you play a minion that costs 1, give it poisonous. Yeah, I'm just gonna drag, yeah. All the way down here, buddy. Oh yes. Oh yes. I mean, is Fiery Bat still around? No, Fiery Bat's Old Gods, right? Because like a Fiery Bat with poisonous, does that work? It works. Does it? Yeah, it works. It does, right? Yeah, no, it works because Build Bat works. You know what I realized? Alvin Archer works with this. I mean, Stone Touch Spore, of course, for sure work with this, but Alvin Archer actually works with this. 1 shot, 1 kill, it's still garbage. That's Graven Hunter, Stealth, each end is in your hand, swap its attack and health. Yeah, no, you're still garbage. These are some Gabaggio cards. I mean, what? It's either a corridor. No, it's either a Carrion Grub without the beast tag, or it's a Jungle Panther without the beast tag, but with 1 extra attack. Ooh, this is a interesting one. Chameleon. Each turn this is in your hand, transform into a card your opponent is holding. Terrible top deck. I don't know. This one's hard. The information is helpful, but that only applies to like very specific cards that, oh my god, my opponent has a big game hunter. Let me not play a 7 attack minion kind of deal. Like the information is helpful, but are you gonna go down 1 card to have information? And this is a really bad top deck as well. Cursed Castaway, 6 mana, 5/3 rush, death or draw a combo deck from your combo card from your deck. So average case scenario, 6 mana, deal 5 damage, draw a card. Starfire ish, but draws a combo card. Sometimes it survives a turn, which helps. It's kind of expensive.
Is disguised toast here? Or is
Lady in White. 6 mana, 5/5. Cast Inner Fire on all minions in your deck. Change your attack to be equal to their health. Is this a miscaller situation? Because you don't get value right away. And even if you draw cards, they have to be minions. The nice thing is that priests generally run high health, low attack minions. Combo with Witchwood Grizzly.
Is disguised toast here? Or
Is this the miscaller phenomenon? What other cards do priests have? Tar Creeper, Doomsayer, Dirty Rat. But you have to draw all these cards after you play the Lady in White. Is there OTK potential? Not when it's cards remaining in your deck. Obsidian Statue. The Lady in White. Those it might be good in Spiteful. Yes, but the thing about Spiteful is on turn 6 they're always gonna want to play Spiteful Summoner over Lady in White. Yeah, we can move this once we see more cards. Because I think for a card like that, you really do have to see your options of high health, low attack minions. Black Hawk Gun Turret can attack whenever this deals damage. Takes damage, deals 3 turn random enemy minion. $100 is the change attack affected by silence or not? 99% yes. You can silence the Lady in White effect. Witchwood Apple. Add 3 2/2 treants in your hand for only 2 mana. That's actually pretty cheap. I'm guessing the treants is going to cost 2 mana each. Is Blizzard trying to push like hand size druid? I feel like they're trying to push hand size druid because of these cards too. Summon a 1/1 wisp for each card in your hand. Oh, it's Grizzly counter. The Grizzly is gonna be like 2 health if you have all these treants in your hand, right? Like, look at this. Those the treants should cost 1 mana, do they? Let me check. Tree Ant. Yeah, treants cost 2 mana. The only treants that cost 1 mana, I think, are from Poison Seeds and Naxxramas. But in every other treant tokens, it costs 2 mana, so it's going to cost 2 mana. Look, chat. I don't know what Blizzard is going for. Have they revealed the Druid Legendary yet? Not yet. So maybe if the Druid Legendary says for each card in your hand deal Omega damage to your opponent, I don't see how these are that good. You don't want to pay 4 mana to draw your opponent a card. But yeah. They're trying to push Druids having lots of cards in their hand. So we'll see. Maybe they're doing token Druid again. Like the left 2 cards are very token based. Alright, buddies, you're coming with me. Yoink. Alright, Forest Guide, you go here. You know what? Best case scenario, 4 mana, 7/7. 7/1/1s. I mean, token wise, it's not that bad, right? It's like 11 mana almost. You know what? I believe in Blizzard. I'm sure they got a plan going on. Maelstrom Portal won't exist. Swipe would exist. Holy Nova would exist. Spirit Lash would exist. Gloomstag. If your deck only has odd cost cards, gain +2/+2. Would you play a 5 mana 2/6 taunt? No, most likely not. Means you're not playing Wild Growth. Jade Blossom doesn't exist, but you can play Greedy Sprite. Can you make a Spiteful list with Gloomstag? No, of course not. It's Spiteful 6 mana. You're not running Ultimate Infestation either. You know, when it comes to these odd even cards, I'm just gonna go ahead and toss them in the garbage pile for now. Hunting Mastiff 2/1 Echo Rush. Best case scenario, you play, I mean, not best case, most value scenario, you play 5 of these, which is like a Pyroblast worth of removal. But can't go face as Hunter. Would be an interesting thing to Deathstalker Rex are into though. But you'll probably be able to only play 2 copies of it. What does Echo do? Echo means you can replay it if you have the mana. So if you're on 10 mana, you can play 5 copies of this one card. Rush means it can instantly attack minions, not face.
Is disguised toast here?
Not terrible. Put it in the yellow. Actually, no. No. It has to be at least light red. Anything slow for Hunter, I'm always like, that's not gonna happen. Hellmaster Shaw. Your other minions have Rush. 4 mana 3/6. Okay, first of all, 4 mana 3/6 is actually decent stats. It's probably like one of the best amount of stat distribution. 4 mana 3/6, because it's like you're not giving up much stats like a Yeti. But the stats itself isn't good enough. You have to look at the fact your other minions have Rush. Your other minions can trade on board. It's not bad. 6 health is actually pretty hard to deal with. Like, when you think about the removals, people need to have like Fireball, right? Which is one of the most damaging, efficient spells in the game. Now you've dropped this against Q block. That means they needed to double upgrade the Amethyst Spellstones. It's not bad. Being able to dictate trades with your minion is always really good. But if you're behind, you can just play this as a 4-mana 3/6, right? Put it in the yellow. At least. Does rush override charge? No. If you have charge, you'll always be able to head face. Ten mana 8/8, double the attack and health of all minions in your hand. A very powerful effect on a very expensive body. Black Cat. 3 mana 3/3 spell damage. Battlecry. If your deck has only odd cost cards, draw a card. Only a genius would see the potential of Black Cat and put it in all their decks. Odd cost cards. Wait. I always mix up Baku and Gen Greymane. Which one's the odd and which one's the even? Because I think Gen Greymane is actually the better one versus Baku.
Is disguised toast here?
Alright. Let's move Black Cat out of the way for now. Which effect is better? Actually, maybe Baku's better. In terms of efficiency, I think they're the same. Like 1 mana for a 1/1 or 2 mana for 2 1/1s, right? The advantage of Baku is that you're essentially able to hero power twice. You're forced to hero power twice compared to a Gen Greymane. The nice thing about Gen Greymane is that it curves out your turn very well. Because like when you play nothing but even cards, on odd turns you can always just hero power, right? As for Baku, you're always playing odd cards. So on even turn, like turn 4, you'll never be able to like fill out your curve. You have to stick your deck full of 1-drops. Like Fireflies to help curve it out. But now that I look at it, I think Baku's ability is better. Although Gen Greymane fills it out better. The odd and even stuff is so strange. Like Black Cat would be green if there was an odd even deck. Like if there was an odd deck that exists that's good, then Black Cats will be insane in it. Because 3 mana 3/3 Azure Drake is insane. 2 mana deal 2 damage to everything is insane. Actually, maybe an odd mage deck can work. 2 mana deal 2 damage to anything. Starting the game off with Shadow Form. You don't get Fireball, Polymorph. You don't get Frostbolt. What do you get? You have Fireflies. You can have Secrets, Turn Mage, Mana Worm. You don't get Glyph. You do get all your secrets. You get Finance Portal. Wait, no, not Finance Portal. That's rotating out. Ignore me. What do you get? What do you get? Jaina, which is actually a pretty big deal. Deck of Wonders, I wouldn't put Deck of Wonders as a pro and con. Kabbalah's Tome is rotating out. Chat, remember, we're losing 3 expansions. Flame Strike, Jaina. It sounds like a lot of these are just... You get Frost Nova too, but not Blizzard. You can't run Doomsayers. You can run Acolyte and Tar Creepers. You do want to have more 1-drops to fill out your curve. Elemental Mage. Elemental didn't really work. Dragon Fury. It sounds like there's a lot of control. Like the logic here is that in the decks where these cards are inside, it'll probably be insane, right? Like a straight up 3 mana 3/3 draw a card spell damage is insane. We'll see. A Vex Crow. 4 mana 3/3. Whenever you cast a spell, summon a random 2-cost minion. Vex Crow, more like Dusk Crow. Am I right, chat?
Is disguised toast here? Where's
Rebuke. 2 mana. Enemy spells cost 5 more next turn. It's like Lothab, which was the best card ever, except it doesn't come with a 5/5 body. Rebuke, more like repuke. Toast, you're on a roll. Sound the Bells, 2 mana. Echo, give 1+2 to a minion. Dream Scenario, give 5/10 to a minion. Would you play a 4 mana, give +2/+4? No, you play a 4 mana +4/+4 called Blessing of Kings. Are we pretty? I mean, if Quest Paladin or Lanessa is a thing, it's nice, but Quest Paladin is a meme for sure.
Is disguised toast here? Where's
Dude Paladin. I mean, would you rather play this or would you rather play, like, I don't know, Level Up or Life Fuse Stegadon? Right. I don't see it. To the garbage. Coffin Crasher, which I think is interesting. Coffin Crasher, 6 mana, 6/5. Death Rattle. Summon a Death Rattle minion from your hand. A lot of good Death Rattle minions are rotating out, but you still have Obsidian Statue. Another Coffin Crasher. Anything else that's particularly good with Death Rattle? Crystalline Oracle, yes. Let me play my 6 mana, 6/5, play a 1/1 minion. Karen Bloodhoof. Boneless Drake, you mean Bone Drake? What's Boneless Drake? Sludge Belcher, that's a wild card. Apple Bomb. Apple Bomb's a good one. 6 mana, 6/5, Death Rattle, summon Apple Bomb. But keep in mind, it also just pulled the card out. So you're still spending a card. Like, cards themselves have value. You do gain tempo advantage. I think it's an okay card. Remember, everything will get changed, shifted once we see all the cards. So this is just preliminary, and at the end of the reveal season, we'll come back and reorganize everything. Glitter Moth. Swoop, 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 swoop. Glitter Moth, battle cry if your deck only has odd cost cards, double the health of your other minions on board. Mm. 5 mana is kind of expensive. Vivid Nightmare, 3 mana, choose a friendly minion, summon a copy of it with 1 health remaining. See, I like this because it's a combo card. I'm gonna pop this bad boy high up in the light green. Because you can go, what, Radiant Elemental on this, and you play this, and then you play this, and then you play Lyra, and you're like... Realistically, is it gonna happen? No. But you can also combo, like... the easy example would be Leroy Jenkins, right? But maybe you have something that has charge and buffed up, like Stormwind Knight, and you go Divine Interfire and you make 2 copies of it. Because you get the attack, right? The health is a 1, but the attack is not a 1. Tells up a Healbot OTK. We're losing Embrace the Shadow, right? Also, aren't we losing Antique Healbot because that's Old Gods? Velen. Well, with Velen, you're using all 10 of your mana. So that's not gonna work. You can res, like Eternal Servitude into your Velen and then Mind Blast. But at that point, why not just use a... What's that card? Mirage Caller. The potential is nice. I like combo cards. Cheap Shot, 2 mana, deal 2 damage to minion, Echo. What do you think? On average, people value a 1 mana removal at 2 damage, like Arcane Shot, Living Roots. So it's over costed, but of course you get the echo, right? I think it's pretty good. For 10 mana, you get 10 damage worth of removal with distribution. I actually think it's not bad. Like if your opponent has two health minions, it's essentially consecration. I don't think it's that bad. And plus, rogues really like to play spells. For mana, deal 3 damage to a minion. If that kills it, add a coin to your hand. This is hard to judge. Do you want a coin? I mean, the coin is only really good if you have like Auctioneer. 4 mana 3 damage is really weak. Would you rather have a coin or a 3/3 wolf compared to flanking strike? And this has to kill it too. Rogues love coins. They really do like coins. With all the combo activators, they love it to a point where they want to play 4 mana, deal 3 damage. If that kills it, add a coin to your hand. Oh man, can't it just give you a coin without killing it? Auctioneer, Elven Minstrel. That's the 3 main combo cards, right? Miracle Rogue is very hard to completely kill with prep and backstab. I'll put it in yellow. Face Collector. 3 mana 2/2 Echo Battlecry, add a random legendary minion to your hand. It's very value. But Rogue is again one of those classes who can't go super late game and play these legendary minions. Because what, if you want full value, what's that? 9 mana for 3 random legendaries? You get 3 2/2s as well, which helps, but random legendary minions are generally not good. It's a meme card. It'll be fun to play. But I can't see a rogue deck that can use that. Witch Apprentice, taunt, battlecry, add a random shaman spell to your hand. It is a beast, which shouldn't matter.
Ha, this guy's toast.
Is disguised toast here?
We haven't seen any shaman spell, and the Blizzard Hearthstone game designers have came out and said the shaman spells in this set raises the average random shaman spell. Are they telling the truth? I don't know. But I like frogs. 2 mana 2/3 battlecry. If your deck only has even cost cards, deal 2 damage. I mean, look, it's another one of those things where if a deck for this card exists, this card will be really, really good. If there's no deck for this card, it's trash. Even cards. So Hex, because I got nerfed from 3 mana to 4 mana. Man, I can't even think. I haven't played Shamans in so long. You can't play any Evolve. Well, I guess Evolve and Gadgetzan's rotating out anyway. No, Gadgetzan's rotating out. And Evolve. What am I saying? If you ask me to name some 2 mana Shaman cards, I'm like Jade Claw rotating out. You can play Flame Tongue. You can't play Mana Tide. You can play Primal Fin. You can play. You know what? I'm just gonna put this guy here for now. This really depends on what card Shaman get. It just says the Shaman's getting great cards, so good spell cards. Agatha the Witch, 8 mana, deal 3 damage to all minions, 5 armor. You get a random Shaman spell every time you play a minion. Value wise, it's really high. Value. Is it any other Death Knight hero with such a high value hero power? Alira's up there too.
Is disguise toast here? Where's this?
Glinda Crowskin. Minions in your hand have echo. You're playing this for 6 mana. What cards, what minions can you echo with 4 remainder mana that makes this good? What are you echoing? Wisp? Flame Imp? Deal 12 damage to yourself. Yeah, too expensive. Giant. Oh, wait, which giant? Sea Giant? Arcane Giant? No, that's rotating out. Mountain Giant. You realize what? If you have 10 mana and you play Crowskin, your Mountain Giant costs 4. How are you gonna play more Giants? Molten Giant. Molten Giant isn't wild. Those minions in your hand will get the echo effect forever. That is not how cards in Hearthstone work ever in the history of Hearthstone cards. Corridor Creeper. Actually, Corridor Creeper would not be bad. And it's probably the easiest thing to combo with this. Actually, Corridor Creeper might. It's probably the easiest thing to combo with. I'll put it in the light red. It's not a bad card. Lord Godfrey. 7 mana, 4/4, deal 2 damage to all other minions. If any die, repeat this battle cry. Essentially a Defile on steroids with a 4/4 body. What do you guys think? The animation for this is pretty nice too. kind of like pra pra pra. Hang on, let me see if I can find the animation for you. Where's the quack 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 quack. Please let me download this. Okay, can I download this? Embed video, Twitter platform. Does Twitter actually just not let you download a video? Save, copy link address, save image as. That's a JPEG. Does it look like I know what a JPEG is? I guess I can just play it on the Twitter one. Here, let me find the animation. I just think the animation is really nice.
This will be a massive
Like he's firing guns. Pretty cool. Yeah, I think it's solid green. Warlock has been in dire need of some AoE. It's also really nice because it can deal with death rattle minions unlike traditional AoE. And part of the reason why Defile is so good is because it deals with death rattle sometimes. Like, how many times have you seen someone set up a Defile to kill the Void Walkers out of Void Lords, right? Pretty often. And Divine Shield, yeah, Divine Shield as well. I, for one, welcome our new Warlock Overlords. Warpath Echo, deal 1 damage to all minions. Not expensive, but it isn't a class that takes advantage of 1 damage to everything. It's just really expensive. I think it's my issue with it. When you play 4 mana, deal 1 damage to everything. It's a good removal, I guess. We'll put it in yellow. I think it's solid. Militia Commander. So the turn you play it, it's a 4 mana 5/5 with rush. But after that, it's just gonna be a regular old minion. What do people play at the 4 mana slot right now? No one's playing Yeti. People play Dustbreaker. People play Call to Arms. People play what do people play? People play Saturday Night Chain Gang. No one plays Saturday Night Chain Gang. I mean, a 4 mana 5/5 with the ability to dictate a trade on the board is pretty nice. And even if it turns into like a 2 mana, I mean, 2 attack 1 health minion after.
Is disguised toast here?
It's not terrible, right? People play an 8/8 giant. That is true. They do play an 8/8 giant on turn 4 right now. I'll put it in light green. It's just like fundamentally nice. 2 mana 1/3 rush has +3 attack while damaged. What are you killing with this? A Kobold Librarian, in which case this becomes a 2 mana 4/1, which I agree is pretty annoying, but you're paying 2 mana for it, and you better hope there's a 1 health minion left. Trash. Darius Crowley. 5 mana, 4/4 rush whenever this attacks and kills a minion, game +2/+2. So the minion you kill has to have 3 attack or less, right? There's a lot of minions with 3 attack or less. Yeah, it's not bad. Azalina Soul Thief. Battlecry. Replace your hand with a copy of your opponent. It's really expensive. If you're against an aggro deck, like you probably play this as an aggro deck. Reminds me a bit of Divine Favor, where you get more value the less card you have, and the more cards your opponent has. Except instead of a 3 mana Divine Favor, there's a 7 mana Divine Favor. And it's drawing cards your opponent is playing. And I assume against a control deck, if you're going down early as an aggro deck, you don't want control cards. It's just way too expensive. Oh yeah, the epics. Nightmare Amalgam. 3 mana 3/4 is an elemental mech demon, murloc, dragon, beast, pirate, and totem all. Now when they say all, are they committed to never adding a new tribe? Or when there's a new tribe coming out, this will be part of that as well, right? Because it says all minions. So if there's a new tribe, they have to update their flavor text, the italics. Because at the bottom it says all, which means all. So they'll probably update it to fit in like any new tribes forever. That would make sense. Guys, this will work with Murloc War Leader, Rockpool Hunter. This is actually insane with Rockpool Hunter. 3 mana 3/4 Murloc. Draknoid Operative. Wait, no, sorry. Dustbreaker, not Draknoid Op. That's rotating out. Primal Totem. Wait, what's that? Primal Fusion? Man, there's so much synergy stuff going on. Mark of Yasher. No, that's rotating out too. Servant on Kalamos. I mean, stat-wise, just good. It also has great synergy with Dragon Slayer, Hungry Crab, Golaka Crawler, Sacrificial Pact. It's so weird, but that's assuming people run those tech cards. You're about running a bit of Hungry Crab and a bit of Dragon Slayer right now for Priest and Murlocaden. Toes, why don't you wear socks? I don't wear shoes enough to wear socks. 5 mana 5 Muck Hunter Rush summon 2 plus. The stats insane. But the Mucklings are annoying AF. Like a 5 mana 5/8 that can instantly trade on board is really good. But it's those Mucklings, man. Those little Mucklings. The only thing that can remotely make this okay is like Blood Razor or Warrior in general, because they have so much ways to clear out mini stuff. Phantom Militia, not too bad with Quest Warrior actually. Maybe Quest Warrior can make a comeback. Quest Warrior, I think, might make a comeback because a lot of decks are losing a lot of power. I mean, Q Block is around, but does Quest Warrior beat Q Block? I think Quest Warrior will make a comeback because their main power is just their quest. They can only just play other taunt minions. I believe in Quest Warrior. 4 mana 4/4 Scale Worm Battlecry. If you're holding a dragon, gain +1 and rush. They're adding some dragon synergy back because why? They're losing Dragon Op. That is Spite. Bookworm. That's the 3 main thing, right? That is Spite and Dragon Op are probably the biggest one because Dragon Op was broken. Like it's one of the most broken cards in the game. Would you play a 4 mana 5/4 with Rush? No. Dragonfire Potion. Kinda, but like. Alright, and then the remainder commons. Pumpkin Peasant, 3 mana 2 for Lifesteal. Alright. To the trash go. Rotten Apple Bomb. I actually really like this card. It fills the niche. Hey, you need some taunt and some heal? Why not play Apple Bomb? Right? I like this card a lot. It's a very niche feeling card. It's like, hey, I'm gonna protect you and I'm gonna heal you. And that's all I'm good at. That's a light green. Deal the damage and double the Double the damage and healing of your hero power. It's an odd card, so it belongs in the Baku deck. It makes your mage hero power deal 4 damage if you play with Baku. But 7 mana 4/4 deal 4 damage. 7 mana 4/4 deal 4 damage. 7 mana 4/4 deal 4 damage. Would you play that? No, right? Toast, if you play this with Warlock, Gul'dan deal 6 damage and heal for 12 damage. Ooh. Oh wait, but then how are you comboing with your Baku? Wait, no, what am I saying? You don't play this with Baku though. Deal 6 damage, heal for 12. If you play this with Gul'dan. And before you transform into Gul'dan, you can take 4 damage with your hero power life tap. Yeah, in Gul'dan this would be nuts, right? Hero power, fireball someone, and greater healing potion yourself. Seems pretty good. Sulfuras. 2 mana, deal 16 damage. Pretty good as well. Probably put it into a light red. I think you definitely need like some hero modifier, either Baku or like the Warrior Quest or Gul'dan, right? Black Vault Pixie, refresh your hero power. Me. 3 mana 3/4 is not bad. Probably won't see play. Good in odd decks. Hero power, Black Vault Pixie, hero power again. Me. Ravencaller, 3 mana 2/1. Add 2 random 1 cost minions to your hand. Ugh. I think that's all the cards. Right, chat. Any question? Toast, just what you do. You play Clockwork, then you play Tal'Daram, then you play Quest Warrior OTK. Is it me or does that seem reasonable? You don't run Stonehill Defender. Wait, that seems reasonable. You play Clockwork Automaton, you play Tal'Daram, and then you hero power for 32 damage. Hello.
Hi, Toast, my wonderful roommate.
What's up, Pokey, my roommate?
I knew you'd say that. Are you playing some Hearthstone?
Yeah, I am playing some Hearthstone.
Are you gonna play anything else?
You trying to build some forts tonight?
I really am. Like, really. I think I'm just gonna take the day off and play like 8 hours of Fortnite.
Okay, maybe after a few hours of Hearthstone, I'll join you fellers.
You know what the ideal time is, just saying.
What's the ideal time?
Like, you can always fall back to Hearthstone. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Hearthstone is like your
I'm just
fallback.
saying, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
Alright, hit me up whenever.
Alright.
You like melon bread?
I thought that's Pokey's melon bread.
Oh.
That is melon bread.
I was gonna give it to you. You don't like it. Oh, is this the new expansion?
Fed.
Sorry,
Fed.
I'll stop pretending like I know
Fed.
Hearthstone stuff. Have fun.
Thank you.
Looks fun.
Thanks, man.
If you ever want to build stuff,
Yeah. I'll hit you guys up when we want to fort some knights. And of course, the final card, my reveal card. Yeah. You guys ready? All right. Hang on, I'm gonna download my reveal card here. Give me 1 second. Oh wait, no. Hold on. How much does it cost? It's not April Fool's yet. Yeah, you're right. Also, I wonder if I get in trouble for making jokes about it. Look at that face. He's winking because he's like, ha! April Fools!
Is disguised toast here?
Where would I put my card? Realistically. Let's see here. Where does this card go, chat?
Is disguised toast here? Where's the
Hypothetical question. Hypothetically. If a card can deal
is disguised toast here? Where's the
48 damage in 1 turn, would that be good? Would you guys play a card that can deal 48 damage in 1 turn?
is disguised toast?
Hypothetically. This has nothing to do with my card. I'm asking a hypothetical question. Trust me, like my card has nothing to do with what I just asked. It was a separate hypothetical question. You probably think that card is pretty good, right? Hypothetically. Just saying. Alright, so this is every card released so far. Towards the end of the reveal season, we'll come back and reshuffle everything. But I think there's a general consensus on the trash card. I think Lord Godfrey, everyone's on the same page. Witchwood Grizzly is definitely an interesting one. And the odd and even decks, I think, is very interesting as well. Really like Rotten Apple Bomb. It seems like a very solid card. Reminds me a bit of Allspine Slayer, where you look at it as like, this is a good card. How about Chameleos? Chameleos is it's right here.